Had a lot of fun playing the demo. Hello guys, today we'll try to tell you about Pathologic 3 Quarantine. There were some minor issues, but it seems much easier to traverse. Just fish subtitles were added for the ill voice lines the character make, and the clothing on character like Eva was detailed as it's used to be in classic even Patho 2. I saw people complaining about not being able to enter a house or go where you like, but I assumed those eliminations were due to the fact it's a demo. So hopefully that's correct and they add more freedom of movement in the full release. The music is as good as well, never felt too disappointing, and I really love the mechanics that were introduced, like diagnosing the patient and sending out decrees. Looking forward to the final product. I'm liking the story and the gameplay so far, but I do miss walking around town like in the first two games. I think they're trying to make it feel more disconnected from the town, but I miss some of the events. I like the story and the sanity mechanics, and diagnosing patients feel good. On the other hand, it runs like absolutely SS. 1 and 2 ran poorly and had some weird poop. But this is another level. I haven't actually ever quite the game, it just crashes and decide I'm done. I was quite skeptical considering the mechanics and gameplay are a bit different from what we come to love in the second part of the game. But I remember that introducing the completely changed my mind by the end of the game. The very familiar atmosphere, narrative structure, and incredibly good music were used to are still there. The mechanics specific to the new protagonist seems very interesting. Even those we seen just a glimpse of it. I have no doubt full game will be as immersive and nerve-wracking experience as a previous iteration. It's really a mixed bag of a demo. In short, I think it's worth a few hours of gameplay. There's to formulate your own opinion if you are a fan of the series, bearing in mind that this isn't the final version of the game. The system for differential diagnosing is new and interesting, feels more like video game mechanics than what I meant to expect from Patho. I didn't personally experience many performance issues. It's a pretty take on the town. The concept of the epithymania matter is interesting, feels in character for Dankowski. Very intriguing, but this prospect of moving sorts time. In general, the energy feeds the vibe I expected from the Utopian, especially when contrasted against Pathological 2. The segments spent in the capital are slowly and weak. The execution of what epithymania matter is the best poorly balanced. I played this demo twice in the first when it launched, and it was inordinately difficult to keep apathy under control. Then again recently, and I barely had to think about it all. Just went weirdly. And related, I'm little considered by the lack of traditional survival mechanic, hunger, execution, etc. They may just be excluded from demo because there obviously has to at least be one of immunity infection, and you can feel the limits of a stamina pool, but then those things need to be balanced against the mental health matter. Should be interesting to see how they go about this. I agree with the sentiment I keep seeing that fast travel feels incredibly out of place in a Patho game, especially for travel by default. It's convenience at cost of immersion, still I'm hoping it's just for demo purpose. Thank you for watching guys, and hope you see you later my friends. Goodbye.